Hello, everyone, and welcome into Post-Show Headlines Part 2
Well,
here on this Tuesday morning.
it's almost like we've done this sometime before.
Sometimes the technology doesn't work.
Sometimes Dylan doesn't work. Well, Dylan maybe made a mistake.
No, it wasn't Dylan's fault.
It was his phone.
The phone locked in the middle of us doing Post-Show Headlines.
Why did Dylan go on one of those naughty websites? And maybe it turned his phone off.
I don't think so. Not at work. Dylan is a respectful man.
Now, in the parking lot.
Post-Show Headlines, 5 topics, 2 minutes apiece, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Part 2. What's question number 1, Johnny?
Is Jalen Hurts our best player in Philadelphia history who gets the least respect ever?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I haven't heard that one yet.
You've never contemplated that one before, have you?
All right, so when you and I were discussing this, and we'll try not to do this the rest of the 10 minutes here, I was trying to think of it, and the answer that I could come up with is Jimmy Rollins. And the reason why I came up with Jimmy Rollins is because of what we're dealing with now. I don't think as a player, when he was playing, there was national disrespect of Jimmy Rollins. I believe his Hall of Fame case is being disrespected by a lot of people because there are nerds that look at the 3rd, 4th, 5th page of a baseball reference and say, oh my God, his BABIP and all these other weird WXRO bacon, these weird stats are below average in terms of
bacon.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of bacon, but not when it comes to my baseball stats. Jimmy Rollins, all-time hit leader in Phillies franchise history. The leader of the 07-11 run, unfortunately, a writer or voter in Boston, Chicago, Minnesota does not know that kind of stuff. But if you did some research or asked some people before putting in a vote about one of the biggest things in baseball players' lives, maybe you'd be able to find out what Jimmy Rollins truly meant to the Philadelphia Phillies. I think his Hall of Fame case gets disrespected nationally.
I try to think of players that that have been through this town, and I brought up the one about Iverson. I think Iverson's 85% reality, 15% legend. I think sometimes when a guy is like his size, the legend of Iverson actually makes him bigger.
Sure.
Because of the fact that you go, that guy had brass balls.
Well, that's what made him even better, yeah.
It makes it legend. So he actually gets even more hype. Like people overlook the unprofessionalism.
Sure.
People overlook some of the other stuff because they're just so impressed by, I was just always impressed by his fearlessness.
Right.
Whereas other guys who have all the natural ability sometimes just don't get all the love of what they're about. So I just looked at that and I just said to myself, man, right now what Jalen Hurts has to deal with just sometimes makes me laugh.
Yeah, and some guys, I think it is turning a little bit nationally. I think they're recognizing him as a winner, but they won't recognize him as a top whatever quarterback.
Does the addition of Harrison Bader to the Phillies, who, by the way, I believe would have been a perfect member of the 93 Phillies.
Yes.
He would have been like, he would have fit in so good with that group. I haven't met him yet. Had a chance to talk to him yet. I'm looking forward to doing that.
He looked the part.
He looks the part. A little clean.
He's got the flow.
A little more clean cut.
Yeah, he's got the flow. He's got the muscles. Like he looks like he could have been on the 93 Phillies.
But does he remind you of any other championship team addition that helped push a Philadelphia team either towards a title or into a championship series where they added a guy that he was like the spark plug? Because he looks like he could potentially be that guy.
Yeah. So I'm going to go out of left field here with the comparison.
Okay.
And you know what the answer is, but Dylan is sitting in here this time, so I wonder.
Can't believe it.
I wonder what his reaction will be. I compared him to Ndamukong Suh.
And the reasoning is the good reason.
The reasoning, because people are probably like, how the hell are you comparing Harrison Bader to Ndamukong Suh? When the Eagles went to the Super Bowl in 2022, when they were 8-0 and then lost to the Commanders, the biggest flaw that team had was interior defensive line against the run. And so what did they do? They went out and signed a specific player for a specific need. They also signed Linval Joseph, but Ndamukong Suh was that guy. Harrison Bader was brought here for a specific reason. The outfield was trash. We need to add to the outfield. Nobody's looking at Harrison Bader as being the reason why they win a World Series. Nobody looked at Ndamukong Suh as being the reason why they would try to win the Super Bowl in 2022. You mentioned swagger with Harrison Bader. Ndamukong Suh, no matter what year, still strikes fear in people's eyes.
Is Joe Blanton the guy now looking back at 08?
For the Phillies?
Joe Blanton ended up being a big part of them getting over the top.
Sure.
In 08.
I'm trying to remember how many games he pitched in. Obviously the World Series.
Probably like
the blowout.
Yeah, but I mean, but he was an addition.
Yeah.
But he was an addition. that helped them get over the top. Because
Sure.
that division you didn't run away with the division.
No, it's probably a good
So
answer.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not a bad one either.
All right, question number 3. So, football made some rule changes last year. If you remember when baseball made their rule changes, there was a lot of questioning of the pitch clock, ghost runner,
Universal DH back in the day.
big bases,
Right.
universal DH, and banning the shift. And some of you loved all 5, some of you hated all 5, some of you loved some, disliked others. Bottom line is, the results speak for themselves. Viewership in baseball has gone up.
Gotten younger.
I have not heard
The audience has gotten younger.
I've not heard complaints
Nope.
about, oh my God, the games are going too fast now. Nobody's saying that.
No.
Everybody's happy with more balls in play, which was the banning of the shift, even though I didn't like it because I thought it was taking away from the strategy of
I like
game.
the shift. I like the shift being part of it.
Right, because it's part of strategy. But they removed this shift. More people are watching. Football made 2 rule changes last year that we disliked both of them going into it. We did not like the new kickoff, and we did not like that you could penalize the hip drop tackle, which was never penalized, by the way, because a 150-pound cornerback trying to tackle a 230-pound tight end is a difficult task without using your body force to bring you down. I understand the injury concerns about it,
But
now you're having cornerbacks lead with their heads again. You don't want that either. Did you change your opinion on both rules?
no, I hate the kickoff.
I still
I think
hate
the kickoff is
too.
stupid. I think it's a stupid thing. I honestly, if you're gonna dump it like that, you might as well just have them start drives, just start drives on the 20, start drives in the 20, start drives in the 25, whatever it is. Take the kickoff out of things.
Yeah,
because it's taking all the excitement.
it looks
out of
weird, and the thing that I keep on saying is I never want the NFL to steal something from a gimmick league like the XFL
Correct.
or USFL because that's where it originated. It was in those leagues. I never need the NFL, the number one sport there is, to be like, yeah, you know what? We want to do something like that cartoon league does.
Right.
Like, no, be the NFL. You are the kings. You're the champions. Just keep it the way that it is.
Like, I don't want Kincaid and Saltunis to take like hot take shtick and make up something in the morning to try to get people to listen.
Absolutely.
You
I
know?
stand by
There
that
you go.
sentiment.
Question 4. Tonight is the first sunset before 8 p.m. of the summer. 7:59 tonight. So it's starting to get, days are going to start to get shorter. It starts to get a little cooler and everything. Is that a good or a bad moment in your household?
For the first 28 years of my life, that was a bad moment because that means summers are going away. Really, years 6 through 18. That means school is coming back.
Yeah, I hated
Because
that.
college is another thing. But with my son being a 3-year-old and having to argue with him that 8 o'clock just because the sun is still up, it still means it's time for bed.
Bedtime, buddy.
I'm actually kind of all right with the room being a little bit darker when it's time for books and night-night.
Yeah, I tell you that.
So I'm actually kind of celebrating that. And plus, I love the fall.
I like the cooler weather. And as I said in our house, for some reason, fall and winter, my wife's favorite months. So I'm heading into her happiest seasons. She loves getting out her fall decorations.
The fall decorations is big.
Because she believes fall is a season. She thinks fall is a holiday. I don't know what it is, but we got scarecrows.
Random question.
Yes.
That wasn't in the original edition of today's post-show headlines.
Yes.
Is fall the best season for the scented things? You know how, does your wife have holiday seasonal candles?
Oh, yeah.
Usually during the summertime, it's the beach scent.
Yeah, but we don't do like
the pumpkin.
She's not a pumpkin spice woman.
Oh, see, I am a pumpkin.
She's not a pumpkin spice drinker.
Well, no, I don't do the drink. The smell though is
no,
smell.
but she'll get I think winter is.
I think
I like the pine. First of all,
too overpowering.
First of all, I love the pine in the house.
I hear you.
I love the pine needles.
We have to go fake tree because of my allergies.
Really?
Oh yeah, real bad.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah. So
did you say broke back or real bad? Did you say? Sounded like you said broke back. I'm just wondering. Did you hear that too? Answer in the comments.
You can comment if you heard Brokeback.
I thought he said Brokeback.
Because I don't believe that I did. All right, lastly.
What goes on at the house? I don't know.
Connor Thomas was at a bar the other day.
Yes.
Drinking Gatorade out of a can.
Why? Again, who orders a Gatorade at a bar?
Maybe he just golfed or something and wanted a Gatorade before.
Or did he bring one in? Connor's the type of person
Especially because
that
he
I
goes to
could
that
see
bar all the
walking
time.
into the bar, bringing a drink with him,
I could say it.
which is stupid.
I could say it.
Which is stupid.
But I'm pro Gatorade can. My question is, what items that have been since like discontinued or they've changed the way they do it that you miss? And my example is the glass Snapple bottle with
Which
the
is a great one.
pop-off cap.
Where to pop?
Nowadays, because they're trying to save money, because it's less expensive with plastic than it is with glass, they're going with the plastic bottle. And I don't like it. It's not the same. The glass, it tastes different. All of it is different.
I agree with you. You know what's another one too? They used to put the I gave you the one before that I think is a really, really good one. Is that Oreos, if you get Oreos, they now have that you tear back the cover, and there's 3 rows of Oreos, and in the middle you can get to the Oreos. The 2 outside rows,
difficult to get to.
Half of the Oreos still covered by that stupid plastic, so you have to pull back.
I will say though, I am pro pullback than the sleeve. I am pro.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I'd rather have the sleeve. Rather the sleeve that you can tie up again.
Yeah,
that one. But also too, they used to put, if you got $100,000 bar,
okay,
or you got a Mounds,
sure,
or you got something, there used to be a piece of cardboard that it sat on inside the plastic.
Oh, so that you could only, if you only wanted to eat one part.
Correct.
Genius.
But it also didn't. It sat on the cardboard. Now it just sits right on the plastic.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't like it. I don't like that. I like the container.
All right, that's post-show
Like
headlines.
and subscribe, please.
Please, thank you. Version 2 of today. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning on
Dylan.
the air on a Shefty Wednesday, and then more post-show headlines tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Hey, guys, Andrew Salchunas from Kincaid and Salchunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And, of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.